Good morning and happy Thursday. This is the day that the Lord has made, and I choose to rejoice and I choose to be glad in it. Welcome to this platform, Life Flow Daily Devotional. Do me a favor, share this content, share this platform, share this devotional on this morning. I believe that the content that's going to be presented is something that someone needs to hear. We've been discussing wisdom all week, and we're going to stay in that vein. If you heard the word explosion on Tuesday night, I gave a definition of what wisdom really is. And that definition is wisdom is the ability to judge correctly and follow the best course of action. Wisdom is simply the right use of knowledge. We have been presented with a lot of facts on this week. The facts that we are a divided nation. The facts are that we have a racism problem. The facts are that we have not handled this pandemic as well as we could have. The facts are, even in the midst of that, we are dealing with natural disasters. We pray for everyone on that Texas and Louisiana coast. In the midst of the facts, in the midst of all this knowledge that we have been presented with, we need to decipher and to discover what is the best course of action. Psalm 46 says this: "Be still and know that I am God." The best course of action for us right now is to recognize who He is and to recognize if we're going to move forward successfully for where we are, if we're going to overcome where we are, we need to acknowledge Him in all that we do. We need to recognize that we can be better in so many ways as a nation, as believers, as individuals. There's so much more that we can do to make things better. And I believe, God, that He has not left us here purposeless, but He's left us here for a reason. God has called us to help turn this thing around. I'm reminded of what He said to Solomon that fateful night in the book of 2 Chronicles. He says, "Listen, if I shut up heaven that there be no rain, if I send pestilence among my people, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face, turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and forgive the sin and heal their land." At some point, we have to recognize that there is a better way to do things. At some point, we have to recognize that there is a sovereign God who's on the throne, and He's able to do exceeding abundantly above all that we ask or think. At some point, we have to recognize that we have a tremendous part to play. We can be better. Judge correctly. Use that wisdom, that supernatural wisdom and knowledge that God has given you. At some point, the wise thing to do is to look to the hills, from which comes our help. And if we look unto Him, He will not leave us helpless. He will not leave us instructionless. He will help us through this season. Pray for America. Pray for Texas and Louisiana. Pray for Wisconsin. Pray for people all over this nation. Thank you for joining me here today. And remember this: life happens in the flow. Be blessed.